The World Matchplay Darts is now at the quarterfinal stage, 2 nights of quarterfinal action, starting with Thursday night's matches. Ross Smith versus James Wade. On paper, Ross Smith will probably be the favourite due to his form and his power scoring ability, especially with the 180s. James Wade is a legend in the game, former winner here, and knows how to win. But I think it's not out of order to say that if someone's playing at their top of his game when it comes to scoring, James Wade might get blown away. He'll want a dogfight here. He'll want it to be tight. He'll want it to be scrappy, because that's when he wins. He takes some darts out to get the legs. He did play badly against Aspinall, but he did have a few legs where he went off the boil. If Ross Smith stays consistent and hits the 180s and 140s and some ton checkouts, then he will be too strong for James Wade here. And that's how I can see it going. I do think Ross Smith will be too strong. He's on form, as I've already mentioned, and I think he will win this game relatively easy. He'll win this, I'm going to say 16-11. The next match on the Thursday is Luke Humphries versus Dimitri van der Bergh. These two last played on TV, I believe, at the UK Open in the final, where Dimitri shocks the darting world by winning that to win his second major. Dimitri has won the match play before, but that wasn't at Blackpool, that was during COVID. But he has it in 9-darter, and he has reached the final since winning it. So he has good form at this tournament, and he is looking like he's coming back to form after maybe a year or so of not playing as well. We know what Luke Humphries is all about, world #1, current world champion. He's currently a holder of a few other titles, and the favourite to win this tournament. He probably didn't play his best darts against Bunting, but still looked very good. If he plays half his game, he's always going to be the favourite. I can see this being tighter than what people think. I think that Dimitri's playing good darts, but obviously you're always going to lean to Humphries probably being too strong for people if he's on his best game, and that's where I can see. I think Luke will get better as the tournament will go on, and I think he will be at top 4 here. I do think this will be close, but I do think Luke will just be slightly too good for Dimitri on this occasion, and this will finish 16-13. Going to Friday night's quarterfinals, we start off with Michael van Gerwen versus Andrew Gilden. Andrew Gilden, fair play to him. I know Peter Wright's not the player he was, but to then take out Ratowski quite convincingly after he had a really good first round match shows that he's not all done. He isn't just a one-hit wonder, but he is going to be the player that people would prefer to play at this stage. No offence to Andrew Gilden, and he is facing probably the second best player of all time, former 3-time winner here, former 3-time world champion, the mighty Michael van Gerwen. And Van Gerwen might not be the Van Gerwen of old, but Van Gerwen will look at this match and expect to win this with ease. And I agree with him. I can't see much of a shock here. This could be the biggest win of the quarterfinals. I think if Van Gerwen plays half his game, he'll be too strong for a very solid, but that's the word there, solid, nothing more than that, Andrew Gilden. So I expect this one to be a quite easy win. It could be quite a massacre if Van Gerwen gets ahead. I'm going to go 16-5 for Van Gerwen. And finally, probably maybe the tie of the round, Michael Smith versus Rob Cross. Both players look convincing and look like they're on business, you know, in the sense of form and looking like they want to win this. Michael Smith hasn't won this before. Rob Cross won this back in 2019. Both former world champions. Both looking to win another major. Both looking to prove some people wrong. You know, they've both been slated off over the last couple of years. Not good enough, especially Michael Smith last year. Rob Cross, for me, is a player that doesn't get the respect he maybe deserves. I think he's such a good player, and he proved against Seoul that he's got the ability to score. It's going to be a good game. I expect both players to go at it. I expect a lot of 180s, and this could be a game that gets to a clear 2-leg win. But I'm going to stay safe and make sure I get the scoring right. It's going to be a great game. Who do I think is going to win? I'm going to go for Rob Cross here. I think he will win this because he's probably got the more experience of winning on this stage, and when it gets a little bit tight, he is one of them players that can scrap out a win. So I'm going to say he wins it is 16-14, the closest match of the quarterfinals, and it goes again to Rob Cross.